One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Raging Cajuns will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So
Scores on the sneak.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense will have its first possession of the game. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field, and that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back, and I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. And you can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a third down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
Punts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on second down. Jones wants to throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Creates a little room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
To the air, it's Moran. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hands it off. And some room to work. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Across the 25. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo.
There he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He's in open space downfield. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. And the Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Finds his tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Romanowski. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Jones to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays, exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just...
He wants to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Red Wolves will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Moran. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Floats it out in space. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And the Red Wolves have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Moran. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette.
And the Red Wolves will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
To the air on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On the move. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Got some room to run. 10. Touchdown, Cajuns. How about this He's taking one back to the house.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pulls it in on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Jones to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game.
Touchdown, Arkansas State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Scanning the field, it's Moran. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, falls right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Jones wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job.
Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Red Wolves lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Red Wolves kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Romanowski. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves! That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to cut.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Wolves. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion.
Louisiana, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Looking downfield, it's Moran. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on third and short. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down. And the Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on